What's up, everyone? How you doing this week? Notice that there is no full show this week, and the reason for that is because I'm doing some preparations for going to my Monday through Friday format. I know I said, it's coming, and I was gonna wait until the college basketball national championship day, but news just moves. News moves too fast, and the format I do is a much better for a Monday through Friday format. So next week is when we're going to start doing that. And what about the spinning wheel companion videos that I have been admittedly lazy on? My fault, 100%. Well, those are no longer going to be part of the companion videos. Those are going to be part of the Monday program for all the predictions I miss over the weekend. Just because the weekend tends to be where the big events are. I'll throw in like championships and rounds and like playoff rounds and stuff like that as they come. But the wheel will be specifically for Monday. We'll still make predictions every night, and one of the things I want to change is the way that the charity piece of the pie works. There's only 2 out of 14, so like essentially 1 out of 7 chances that I spin that. So I'm gonna make that a $5 slice of pie. For each one that I get right, I will donate $1. So if I go 3 for 4, there's a potential there for me to give anywhere from $3 to $8 to the Indy FurCon charity in August, the end of August. So that's how I'm going to do that. We are going to. I've also written sort of like a list of like self goals for myself that maybe I'll go into at some point, maybe not. We'll just sort of see how things go. But if I break any of those, like for instance, I break my. I'm trying to be financially more responsible. If I break that, I'm going to be like, well, I broke one of my goals. It's donate to the charity because I was bad, essentially. But hopefully we do good on our predictions so that we can make some good money for the Indy FurCon charity at the end of August. So as far as other segments, it's going to come and go. We'll do special companion videos. So more of the companion video type things would be like when we fill out the bracket, which I'm still working out how I'm going to do that, just because I'm going to be flying home, and I usually wait to fill out a bracket until the playing games get played, because I use those as matchup checking matchups and stuff. I might fill it out though. I might fill it out though before I go and just sort of make predictions on that for when I'm out of town. Now, travel days, I'm still not going to be able to do a show. Maybe, because I do I do travel there early, so I could be able to do something later in the afternoon. The Monday I come back, I should be able to get something up in time, because I don't leave until the evening. But I will be out of town, so we'll see. I know there won't be a show on the Thursday and Friday of the tournament because I'm going to be out watching the games. But that's what it's going to look like on this channel going forward. Monday through Friday, a one-ish hour show. There's going to be no set time for that. Again, my schedule here doesn't always match up with things, so it's not like there's going to be a set time. Endgame, I do want to start going live eventually. We'll see what, we have to grow a little bit in order to do that. But that is sort of where I want to start going down the road. Now, again, no show this week. I owe a spin from 2 weeks ago with Villanova and Seton Hall because I got that one wrong. And this week I got Baylor and West Virginia wrong. I thought West Virginia was going to pull off a big upset. Turns out Baylor kicked their asses. So I owe 2 spins on Monday. As of right now, I'm going to do an extra spin just to get in from show prep. Plus, I talked up LSU, except going into that Auburn game, and I know I picked Auburn, and Auburn pulled off that upset, and that's great and fine. LSU was undefeated, should have been undefeated going into that game, and then blew that game against Vanderbilt. I've seen a lot of upsets. I've seen bad teams beat good teams. I mean, how Tulane beat. Well, I mean, Cincinnati's not really a great team, so I can't use that as an argument, especially after watching them last night. And, I know we're not doing a full show, but man, 4 overtime games in a row, and last night's went to double. Oh, this team's gonna have no energy left by the end of the year. Oh, it's bad. It looks bad. The bracket hasn't been updated. I'm sure they've either fallen to a playing game or out of the tournament. I mean, that was a game last night that you can't afford to lose, and there's just no margin for error left for them. But I do want to put in some predictions for this weekend, just because I at least want to have something to maybe have to extra spin for. So I'm going to pick. I am going to do Baylor, Kansas, because that is just such a big college basketball game, and I think it's potentially, as far as not biggest as in what's on the line. I mean, first place in the Big 12, yes, is on the line, but they're not fighting. They're fighting for. Even no matter the outcome of this game, I still think they're both going to end up as 1 seeds in the tournament. But this is just such a huge game. I mean, it's been a while since we've had a midseason 1 versus 3 this late in the year, and both teams are playing at such a high level, and I'm looking forward to it so much. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to pick a bubble game, and I'm going to do NC State after that blowout, and that was just fun to watch. Them blowing out Duke last night, that was a treat. I mean, they could not miss last night. So I'm going to do that one, and then I'm going to go through, and then I'm just sort of going to pick a random game that I think is probably going to have a pretty good matchup this week. So just three this week. So let's start off with NC State, and I think they're playing Florida State if I remember. They're hosting. They're the home game. This is a really big game for them. This is a really big week for them because they have Duke, and now they have a game against Florida State. Does Lightning strike twice? I mean, they can score. Florida State's more of a rough-em, tough-em defensive team. So it's an interesting matchup. I'm gonna go with Florida State. I don't know if NC State's going to be that hot 2 games in a row. And plus, Florida State's going to go, well, they just beat the piss out of Duke. We're not going to be fooled by that. All right, let's find another game. I'm using I'm looking at the brackets, the bracketology update here. Let's see. Big games. Is this weekend Bedlam for Oklahoma? Let's see. Yes, it is. This weekend is Bedlam. Is a Bedlam game for Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma is currently on the 8-9 line. They got their past 2 games were Baylor, Kansas. Not shockingly, lost both those. But I think they're going to come in ready for this one. Now, Oklahoma State's down. But you can never count out rivals in a rivalry game. We saw that in the Duke-UNC game that UNC just... By the way... It's interesting not doing a show this week, and this is a perfect example why the Monday through Friday format is so good. Because I watched Notre Dame and UNC, and that is the second time in 3 games that I have just watched UNC get up big and the lead just melt away. Transition defense was so bad. Like they at least 5 times they were sluggish and lazy getting back on D, and it came back to haunt them. I mean, just one pass, guys wide open, no one within 10 feet of him. Yeah, you got good, decent, enough shooters, they're going to make that every time. Enough about that, though. Oklahoma State. I'll take Oklahoma on that one. I'm not going to go with the upset on that one. I think Oklahoma needs a win. I think they're going to come in ready to play, especially after having lost the last 2 games. Now, them losing would benefit my team, but... And then, of course, we got the big one. Baylor, Kansas. Ooh. Baylor's got the home game. Game day's going to be there. 12 noon game. Oof. This is a tough one to pick. Kansas has been on fire. I know I picked against Baylor last week too, and that didn't work out. But man, is Kansas playing good? I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I don't even really think this is an upset. I'm gonna go with Kansas for the win because I think that they're going to split their game. So Baylor won at Kansas. Kansas wins at Baylor, and then they'll meet. They should meet if all goes according to seeding. They'll meet for the Big 12 championship in a neutral site, and then that'll be real fun. Fun basketball with a neutral site there. So those are going to be my predictions for the week, and I look forward to what's coming. There's a lot of good stuff that's I'm hoping gets the ball rolling with what I want to do for this channel, and I'm really excited. I'm also nervous. I'm not gonna lie. It's a big commitment to go 5 days a week. It really is. Especially, with what, two, okay, look, everyone starts at 0. But I really think that this is where I'm going to start getting the ball rolling. So, that being said, I thank you for listening to me sort of ramble on for just about 15-ish minutes this week. I know there was no show. But again, as I said, I'm planning to go to, we'll see what the schedule looks like at my job. But until then, sometimes it'll be up in the morning, sometimes it won't be up until later in the evening. It really just depends on when I get it done. I'm going to start working on some ways to sort of help up my production value a little bit. Like I'm going to try and add like a theme or something to my opening card. But yeah, lots to come. I'm really excited, and until I see y'all on Monday, thank you very much for sticking by me, and I'll see you later.